accused me of having inappropriate relationships with students, but I left her speechless. My principal called me into her office, and her husband was sitting in the corner, which felt weird because he had no reason to be there. She didn't even look up from her computer when I walked in. She slid a resignation letter across her desk without making eye contact. Sign this right now. 17 students had filed complaints about me for inappropriate behavior. I felt the air leave my lungs. Teaching was my entire life, and she was telling me it was over. She finally looked at me and sighed like I was wasting her time. Sign or I release everything at the board meeting and you'll never work with children again. Honestly, this is a favor. I'm giving you a way out. I looked her in the eyes. I'm not signing anything. I didn't do this, and I'm going to prove it. She laughed and leaned back in her chair. Prove it? That's cute. Who do you think they're going to believe? As I walked out, her husband's eyes followed me across the room, and it made my skin crawl. The next morning, I pulled into the parking lot, and my principal was waiting at the main entrance with a security guard. She had a coffee in her hand like this was just another Tuesday for her. When I got close, she said, "I'm sorry, but you're not allowed inside until this is resolved. Standard protocol." She said it loud enough for the teachers walking by to hear. She took a sip of her coffee and gave me a sympathetic smile that didn't reach her eyes. "I'm sure you understand. We have to protect the children." Then she waved at me. She actually waved goodbye like I was a guest leaving a party. I drove straight to the teachers' union office because I wasn't going to sit at home and wait for her to destroy me. They assigned me a representative named Terrence, and I told him everything. "That many complaints doesn't add up," he said. "I've never seen more than 2 or 3 against one teacher. The system keeps records of every submission, including what computer it came from. If different students filed complaints, the records will show different computers. If they don't, then someone is lying." I asked him what I could do, and he told me the union's legal team could subpoena the records, but I needed to request time to speak at the board meeting. I filed the request that same day. My principal sent an email to every parent warning about an ongoing investigation, and parents started pulling their kids from my class one by one. She was building her case while I was building mine. Then Terrence called me. "Sit down. Every complaint came from the same computer, and that computer belongs to your principal. Every complaint was sent between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. when the school was empty. She had been sneaking in at night filing fake complaints using student accounts that hadn't been active in months. Why would she do this?" He went quiet. "I don't know, but I contacted the police. This is criminal. I want to be the one to expose her." He told me my request to speak was approved. I had 10 minutes. I walk into the gymnasium and the noise dies instantly. Every single head turns to look at me. My principal sits at the front with a thick binder, and her husband is right behind her ready to play the supportive spouse. She stands and dabs her eyes with a tissue. I want to thank the brave students who came forward. No child should feel unsafe with a teacher. This has been so hard on all of us, but especially on me. Parents nod along, and she places her hand over her heart like she's the victim in all this. The board chair announces that I requested time to respond. My principal tilts her head and laughs under her breath. This should be interesting. I walk to the front and connect my laptop to the screen. My hands are trembling, but I don't care anymore. Every complaint came from one computer. That computer belongs to the principal. Nobody moves. I click to the next slide showing timestamps. Every complaint sent between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Then I show the security badge records. Only one person entered the school during those hours. Her badge. 17 times. Her face goes red and she jumps out of her chair. "Someone hacked my computer. She set me up. You're all falling for this. I've given 15 years to this school." She's screaming now and spit is flying from her mouth. 2 officers step out from the back wall and grab her arms. She thrashes against them, knocking the binder off the table, and papers scatter everywhere. As they force her hands behind her back, she locks eyes with me. "You think you're so perfect? My husband wouldn't shut up about you. How smart you are. How beautiful. I gave this school 15 years and he wanted you instead." One of the officers looks at her and says, "Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. I suggest you use it." The cuffs click shut and the sound echoes through the silent room. Her husband is already gone. 3 chairs knocked over where he was sitting. She got 4 years, and when they cleaned out her husband's office, they found 47 photographs of me hidden inside a locked drawer.